AMC closed today at 641% down on the red, and it's even more down during the after hours where it's actually trading at 765. So what happened during today in trading session? What caused AMC to go down, and where do we see it trading tomorrow, potentially next week? So we're gonna go over some of the data here, and I'm gonna give you why I think AMC went down today. So started the day way down than where we closed, and then dipped pretty much without the market dipping, because at this time around between 9:45 and 10, the market was flat, and the market was even a little bit green at the time. So this to me is considered a short attack, because I know a lot of people are still holding AMC, so it doesn't make sense to me that it will go down, because at this time we're down 10% without any fundamental news behind the actual big drop that we saw this morning, especially consider the very great day we had on Monday where it jumped 18% or 15%. So it kind of recovered a little bit, right before the opening around 235, but again it dipped to close at where it hadn't. It's been continuing setting off till after hours now to stabilize at 765. So to me, if you look at the 5 day chart here, so we are still ahead and above the $8 one that we were trading at on Friday of last week. So we are considered flat or consolidating around that $8. So if you look here at the 1 month, or let's go to maybe the 6 months, so that will be more clear for you guys. So right here we did consolidate it for a period of time, for quite some time, around the 555, and then we jumped, and right, we are kind of back here. So maybe we will consider also consolidating right here around the 850 mark before the next leg up. So to me, this is not as bad as some people will think, because the market was way red today. It doesn't matter. I mean, it was just a red day, because people freaked out with the whole bond yields and the interest rate going up with inflation after, Jerome Powell's speech. If I haven't watched it, if you are, having questions on that, I made a video on what happened today in the market. So please go ahead and watch it. So to me, the fact that AMC is trading right here at this level today was in line with the market. So we didn't close at 10%. So to me, it's not something to really worry about, because it was in relation with what the market did today. Now I want us to go to this data right here, which will give us a little bit of hope. First of all, the short shares available. So these are the shares that if you want to short the stock right now, these are the only shares available to do so. And this is 300,000. At a point last week we were at 1.5 million, so it's decreasing. But when we went back to $11, this was down like 3,000 or 7,000. So the lowest this number is, the better it is for us, because it means the shorts have less shares to actually use in order to attack the price and push it down. So as we close to the lowest number here, this is actually good for a bullish uptrend, a bullish sentiment, a bullish pressure on the stock. And then the second data here is the short borrow fee rate, meaning this is the rate that the shorts have to pay, even though it's a yearly rate, but it keeps increasing. At the time it was at 1.5%, and then it kept growing to actually where it's now at 1036. So these two numbers are kind of good news for us holding, because the more they have to pay, it will cost them to continue holding their positions, shorting the stock. So this is actually bullish, and it's a good news for those holding the shares, because this can potentially be a driver of a squeeze, giving us back to that 15 or even that 18, $20 stock price. And finally, guys, this is something we already know, but I think the fact that Texas is now reopening, allowing business to reopen 100%, the fact that from tomorrow, New York will have all the AMC theaters open up again, even though in New York it will be restricted to 25% capacity, but in Mississippi, business can reopen at 100% again. And I think as we move forward, a lot of businesses, a lot of theaters across the country will be able to also reopen their theaters, and even overseas, because AMC also have screens, also have theaters outside of the US. So this will definitely bring a lot of people into the theaters now, meaning revenues for the company And let's not forget that we have the earnings coming on March 10. So next week, this will actually be an interesting potential driver for the stock price of AMC to go up. So personally, I think depending on how we do trade tomorrow, usually day traders will not attend not to trade or to get into the market on Fridays. This is also a very favorite stocks of day traders. So we can see that we may have a lot of, depending on the volume tomorrow, the buying pressure can regain tomorrow again, and then we can see potentially maybe a 1% or 2% uptrend tomorrow. But it will be interesting to see where we close on Friday, and then with the earnings coming next week, that will definitely give us a clear direction on where the company is going, and the stock price would reflect that. So hopefully we'll be in an uptrend, even though we closed this week lower than we closed last week. So this is why I have for you guys on AMC for today. Let me know what you think. I'm still holding my shares, guys. I haven't sold when we were still at 11 or even $12. I'm still holding my shares because I think this is a great play for the long term, especially. All right, guys, let me know what you guys are doing, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, take care. Bye bye.